Hello and welcome to the Textile Conservation Lab at the Minnesota Historical Society. My name is Ann Frisina and I'm the Textile Conservator. In this podcast, we will be reviewing how to store flat textiles within boxes. Boxes are a great way to store flat textiles because you can stack them fairly high on a shelf and really use all the space that you have available to you. It also is a great way to store the textiles and protect them from dirt, light, and act as a barrier to pest infestation. And finally, you can put many textiles within one single box if necessary. Boxes come in paper as well as plastic, or coroplast as it's known today. When you're choosing a box to use for storage, be sure that it fits within your storage space on your shelves. And also, take time to fold your textiles prior to ordering your boxes. And that way you can be assured that they will also fit within the box. Finally, I'd like to caution people against using a plastic film top. They're very pretty, you can see through them and into the box. However, it's easy to puncture these Melinex box tops, and once they're punctured, your barrier for dirt, light, as well as pest infestation has been broken. When you're preparing a box for storage, the first thing you need to do is to cut a piece of undyed wash muslin for the inside, and it should extend on both sides. This muslin will act as a sling. Slings are very important, and I don't think that anybody should be storing in a box without them, because they allow you to easily remove and place items into the box, as I've done right here. In this way, I can easily see what is inside the box and get to it quite easily without shoving my hands in down on the side and handling all the textiles. Now, I just wanted to show you a quick look at a more advanced box that was created here at the Minnesota Historical Society. This box was created to hold this quilt kit, and the kit itself has a lot of pieces, and we could think of no better way to keep it all together straight and organized. The thing about box storage is once you have everything in place, you don't lose things. And that's very easy to do when you're talking about small textiles. Now we're ready to actually fold a flat textile for storage in a box. First thing you need to do before you handle a textile is to be sure you remove your jewelry and wash your hands to remove any kind of dirt, which you would not want to transfer onto the textile. Now, this textile is a long, flat textile. It's very beautiful. And as we look at it, which is the first thing you should do whenever you start to handle a textile prior to just folding it right up, we notice that there are folds right here, here, and here. And these are former fold lines. They are now areas of weakness because they have been creased and the fibers have been stressed in that area. For that reason, whenever we fold a flat textile, we always want to fold it not on the original fold line, but on a new area, so that it's now being folded in a strong area. The other thing we want to do is always pad out where we are going to fold. And in this instance, I'd like to try and fold this to fit right on top of this piece here. So I'm going to use it as a guide. And in this piece, I'm almost going to just roll it gently up, taking care not to fold it. Now I have two textiles that need to go into the box, and there are already some textiles in it as well. Whenever you're putting multiples in a box, always be sure to put your heavy items on the bottom. Don't overfill the box so that you have to push down on it to close the lid, because that will just crush all the textiles you've carefully padded out. And so I have a space right set off to the side for just these two textiles. And since they're very similar, I'm going to put them in together. I'm going to separate them with a sheet of tissue paper to again act as a handling sling. And that's something, whenever I put textiles in multiples and boxes, I try to always put a handling sling in between groups of them at the very least. And that assists, again, in removing them at a later date. Storing textiles in acid-free boxes is a costly, time-consuming process, but it's a great way to store flat textiles, especially when you have many of them to fit into a single area. You can go to the Minnesota Historical Society website to find out information on where to purchase supplies, and I hope you'll join us with the next podcast where we will box up quilts and coverlets.